Hello, and thank you. No, wait. Fuck. Oh, yeah. Hello, and hello, and welcome to another scene in World of Darkness. Wait, Darkness in Dublin. I'm tired. Wow, this is a fucking train wreck. Y'all already know what's up. So, um, yeah. Basically, Karina, you get a phone call.
All right.
Actually, actually, I take it back. You don't get a phone call. A bloody half dead raven kind of crash lands into Karina's.
Apartment.
Yes.
All right. Karina's checking this motherfucker out.
It looks like it's been attacked rather viciously. By something with talons.
Yeah. The panther is roused from its from her from her lounging, and Karina goes over to the bird, and I'm going to use my house boom. And this is the first time it's not worked. It is the
Damn.
first time. I'm trying it again. Fuck that shit. But either way, to pass the time, she's going to start trying to take care of the bird.
Okay.
She's going to make sure it's all comfortable and all that. Does it look like it's in life threatening danger?
How much medicine do you have?
I have one dot, but I'm buying it up to two, and I've also seen people almost die like 3 times this month.
Birds bleed out very, very quickly. And this bird is bleeding.
Okay, so we got to stop the bleeding.
Because, like, let me tell you, birds bleed out at, like, a ridiculous pace. It's
Yeah,
just kind of insane.
won't stop that bleeding. I don't know what you want me to roll for that.
Yeah, Dex medicine's fine.
Bitch.
Because, like, honestly, all you have to do, and it's really simple, is, like, you get some baking soda and some water and, like, one or two other little kind of powdery things, and you mix it up into a paste, and you just kind of slather it on.
All
That's
right.
all you gotta do for a bird.
She has a success.
Yeah, you get it.
Alrighty. Once that's done, now she's gonna try to fucking use your goddamn house phone. Hey, there it goes. It's definitely active.
Hello!
As Karina asked the bird, "What happened to you?"
We... I... I... I was roosting at Aurelius's home, or his temporary one, and all of a sudden there were hawks and eagles everywhere. Many of us were unable to fight them. We are no match for an eagle. Or eagles, for that matter. Many of us fled. I... It was... It was horrible, a massacre. Feathers and blood were everywhere. I... There were people accompanying them. I do not know what happened, but I saw them going into Aurelius's home.
She nods. Says, "Then Aurelius is in trouble."
I am uncertain. I do not know if he was there or not. But either way, things are not good.
I will go there. Make sure your brothers and sisters are safe. As with Aurelius.
The bird nods its head.
You stay here and rest.
Looks uneasily over to the fucking panther.
You will do nothing to harm him. In fact, you will be coming with me.
Panther will slowly get up and then stretch and then walk over to Karina.
I thought you would be more excited about Eagle.
Oh, do not get me wrong, I am extremely excited, but a meal before a meal, looks over to the Raven, would be also very appreciated.
Karina goes into her fridge and gives the damn panther something for me.
The panther does as much of a frown as a panther can, but it greedily eats up the food. Nom 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 nom.
Let us go. We are wasting time here. Just in case, not only is Karina bringing her chimerical bow, she's bringing the real bow. She's prepped to actually murk a bitch.
Okay, got you.
Karina is going to be sending a text to Blythe. Unless you have an idea for bringing Blythe into this.
Yes, I do.
Alrighty.
Hey, so Blythe.
Yep.
So, on like the outskirts of the city, you're feeling the call.
Okay, I'm basically raring clarity into full speed and heading towards it. How strong is it?
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, moving as fast as I can. Do I have an idea of where I'm going, or is it someplace unfamiliar to me?
You've never been to Aurelius's place, so it is unfamiliar to Blythe.
Okay. Heading towards it with all due haste.
Okay. So, oh my gosh, my back hurts. Anyway, so the two of you ride and head on and eventually arrive to a rather bloody sight. There are feathers everywhere. There are raven feathers and eagle feathers, kind of intertwined and mixed. There are a lot more raven carcasses than there are hawk and eagle carcasses. But it seems that the ravens did put up a fight as best they could. But at the end of the day, talons from eagles will beat scavengers. That's how it is, unfortunately. The roosts that Aurelius had set up there for the ravens to give them more incentive to kind of come over here and stay and give him information have been destroyed for the most part. And the wooden door that was kind of hidden behind some vines, the door is in pieces now. Oh, hey, Blythe. The call is coming from inside of the hole that is leading down into the earth.
Blythe will dismount from clarity, but tell her to stay close. And will summon her armor. She will also summon a scythe just in case, and is going to head into the hole.
I'm figuring at that point, Karina pulls up. Karina probably drove there, which means the Panther's chilling in the back seat.
No, the panther wanted to sit in the front seat.
How does she fit in the front seat?
She makes it work. Have you ever seen a determined cat try to get somewhere? They get there.
Yeah, already.
They get there. They're a little contorted. She makes it work.
Are you sure you're comfortable like that?
I refuse to sit in the back seat.
You have room to stretch your legs. There's nothing wrong with being in the back seat.
I will not be a backseat bitch.
You are not a backseat bitch regardless.
Will you just try?
I am just saying, if Ravenna is in this car, you are going in the back seat.
I will fight her. I was here in your life before she was.
Technically, she was here first.
In perhaps your past life. But not in this one.
To be fair, we.
You didn't even know she was your wife.
And
I will sit in the front seat. I have been here longer in this current life than she has.
it's not how it works. And
That is exactly how this works.
we are here. Be ready for a fight.
Fine. She hops out. Very awkwardly trying to remove herself from the car.
Asshole. That's it. Karina's thinking that, though.
So you would see Blythe in full plate armor with a scythe walking towards a hole.
Blythe.
Blythe will set her head up on Clarity's saddle, pull out her phone, and text tap 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 play. Samira, what are you doing? I'm sorry, Karina, what are you doing here?
One of Aurelius's ravens came to me.
Looks like there was a fight.
Yes. There was someone leading these eagles. We should be ready for a fight ourselves. Though it seems you already know that. Looks her up and down.
Blythe will tap 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 tap, and then hit play and say, "I was summoned here."
Which means someone's already died.
Which tap 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 tap, which means somebody's about to die, and I have to call their name.
Are you allowed to intervene?
How strong is the call, Kim? Is it like
Like you got maybe a minute?
yeah? Tap 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 tap. Play. Not enough time. The compulsion is ready. And then she's going to, and then with urgency, as much urgency as that armored body has. Well, it's basically smoke in the form of armor anyway. But she grabs her head and then runs downstairs, down into the hole.
Yep, Karina is going right along with her.
Okay. So yeah. I'll head down there. It takes a while. Karina understands how stupidly long this hallway is to get down to the main room. She's been here before. It's a long walk. Aurelius has a minor flair for dramaticism. But both of them eventually managed to get down, and there was a fight. That much is clearly seen. The neat tables and organized paperworks are no more. It is strewn about the room. The terrariums, which held various spiders and tarantulas, are all shattered. and as is some of the furniture, lying in the middle of the room. Well, not actually in the middle of the room. They're propped up against a table. Well, not a table. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, the wall. The wall. There you go, him. The wall is a broken body, for the most part. Some of their limbs are in odd angles, and it looks like they were run through with the leg of a chair. And
Damn.
kind of,
Karina's going. Sorry.
yeah, it's not very pleasant.
Karina's gonna check who it is to make sure it ain't Aurelius.
It is not. It looks like a she. Or
Does it
at
look
least
like a she, like a servitol looks like a she? Because Blythe has seen a servitol.
it has a mask, but it looks like some of the goons from the other day. There is the mask, but then they have slits for the ears.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna probably take off that motherfucker's mask.
It is. I don't want to really say an older woman, but she clearly has some hours or some years on her.
Tommy, she had some.
She had some, yeah.
Has she
No more.
passed?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Karina's, just in case, she's gonna check the pulse. She's super dead, right?
No, she's not dead.
Oh shit, she's not dead.
I mean, she's a little too weak and impaled right now to do much against you guys, but she's still alive.
Karina's gonna snap her fingers, get this woman awake, and she'll say, "Come on, stay with me." What happened to the Slua here?
She will look at you, do that whole, I don't know how to describe it. Okay, so you know when you're, like, really pissed and, you just can't help but show it and you kind of run your tongue along the inside of your cheek and have that really, like, bitchy face?
Yep.
That's pretty much the look she gives Karina. And then...
Question: does this chick have a hand?
Yes, she has a hand.
Okay, she has both her hands?
Yes, she has both her hands.
Okay, so it's not that dude.
No, it's not that one. But they'll run their tongue along the inside of their cheek. Also, you caught me off guard. I thought you were asking if they had hands so you can start breaking fingers.
No,
Mildly surprised, won't lie.
no.
But they'll do that, and then they'll spit blood out at Karina.
Oh man, time to be a savage.
You mean like always?
Karina, you said all of her limbs were broken, right?
No, some of them are at really, really odd angles that probably shouldn't be there. There's like, she's got like an arm. That's all right.
Karina calmly puts pressure on her knee, which I presume is broken.
Oh yes.
She just calmly puts pressure on that and says, "I don't think you understood me. Where is the Slua? What have you done with him?"
She will hiss out in pain because that hurts. And she doesn't really have any willpower to spend it and be like, nah, but fuck you though. But she doesn't reply just yet. But she is clearly in pain.
Should I do an intimidation roll at this point?
Blythe is going to set her head down on the woman's stomach. With those glowing blue eyes, the blue glow of death, is going to pull out her phone. Tap to tap 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 tap. Play. You don't have long, unburden yourself.
Looks over toward Blythe, rolls her
Basically,
eyes.
she's looking at the Grim Reaper right now because that's how she's dressed.
She just rolls her eyes. It's a bitchy she,
Before she
unfortunately.
actually finishes rolling her eyes, what she's gonna do is she's gonna reach down to one of the limbs that was like broken. If it's like snapped completely, she's just gonna rotate the bone while it's still in her body.
Oh. Okay, so like mid eye roll, she just screams out in pain.
Blythe's gonna put her phone away and pick her head back up then.
Yeah.
Would you like to die in peace? Just tell me what was done with the Sloa, and I can grant you a quick death.
There will be no dying in peace. I am impaled with a chair leg. So do your worst.
Now's the time for the intimidation check. I'm gonna drop the willpower because I'm probably gonna gain per savage this scene again.
You always do, Tim. Always.
There's 3 successes as Karina says, "Do not challenge me, for I have risen to every challenge that has met me since I came to Hibernia. Do you truly want me to do my worst?" Karina pulls out her knife and just puts it right on her chest. Tell me now.
Kind of rethinking some life choices right now. She kind of just thinking over it. She's like, my limbs are already broken. Do I really want my guts all over the floor too? And then she'll just kind of... It's that bitchy kind of, oh, I'm not doing this because you scared the shit out of me. I'm doing this, just because whatever kind of bitchy she life.
Karina knows why, though. Karina knows that she's terrified.
And she'll say, I don't know where the Slua went. He could have gone to a number of places.
But your people took him.
Says nothing.
Karina just calmly starts to trace the knife around her chest. Like, she's not like taking off anything. This isn't like a sexual thing, but she just kind of looks at the chick again, like, are you sure?
Yeah, no, she she just narrows her eyes. Yes, they were taken by those that I know.
So tell me, where could they have taken him?
Anywhere.
I know you know more specifics.
Anywhere inside the kingdom of Ulster.
Karina nods. So Ulster has him. Yes. All right. Karina looks over to Blythe and asks, "Is there anything else you wish to ask her?"
Blythe will. By the way she's holding her head right now is atypical to how you've seen her hold her head. She's holding her head by the back, by the hair.
Damn. Alrighty, that's rough.
Hey, that's not, it hurts, just by the way, just so you know, it hurts.
Oh, I know, but this is actually how they're supposed to hold their head when they're declaring somebody's death. So she's. Yes, I know it's very unpleasant. But she will make her head shake no. Because she's going to know the question she wants. She's going to know the answer to the question she wants soon enough.
Is Aurelia still alive?
No. What's her name?
Oh, okay. That's fair. Yeah, I can't think of too many other questions to ask in this situation. Actually, no, I do have one. It may be somewhat obvious, but Karina will just ask. Of all the people to take, why take him? Taking anyone, really.
Oh, yes. Why ever would we want the king's spy master?
Slaps the wood that's impaled in her.
There is another ear-shattering scream.
Karina does not have time for sarcasm today. Like, literally, as the sarcasm started, Karina just had this deadpan look. She just hit it. Are you done being a sarcastic bitch yet?
Am I dead yet?
Fair. You will at least go to Valhalla.
Rolls eyes.
Do you just want me to kill you now?
It would be a lot better than this dull conversation.
All right. Instead of killing her, Karina just sits back and watches her die.
Oh, yeah, Kim, Karina's not a thug. You need to bullshit. So, like, it actually doesn't take very long after that for her to die. You did kind of slap the wood and splinters, and it was not pleasant to her internal organs.
Oh yeah, no, she took like, yeah.
It
And
was
as
not
she
good.
passes on, Blythe will hold her head up, and that echoing, eerie voice just wafts out of the woman's name. Her mortal name, not her she name. And then she will start carrying her head normally. And
What's
it's
her
going
mortal?
to look. Huh?
What's her mortal name?
Blah McBlawface.
Give me one moment. Because I'm amazing at names. You know what? Fuck it. It was Melanie Ostern.
So you hear that being called by a voice you've never heard before, by the way, because you've never been around. You've never been around her when somebody's died.
Truth.
Yeah.
So Crane just kind of sits there unsettled by that. She just says, "Well,
Blythe will turn and we'll start heading back up. We'll start heading out.
Hey, before you guys go, roll me some perk alert.
Let's see. 5 dice. 5 dice. Standard diff.
Yes.
2 successes.
Okay. You gonna roll then?
what are we rolling?
Perk alert.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Hey, there's one.
Okay. So, Karina doesn't see it, but Blythe, just barely out of the corner, is that shadow was a lot darker than the shadow surrounding it. Is there somebody in that corner? Hiding? What?
Blythe is going to send the mist in the form of chains around whatever's casting that shadow.
Okay, so you're gonna take the Okay. Go ahead and roll Dex Athletics, and it should probably be a roll.
Athletics or melee.
You're throwing a.
Basically,
Good question.
The scythe is turning into chains and she's winging it at the individual.
Yeah, you can use melee.
Alright. Swift count?
No.
It never counts. I took Swift so she could get the hell out of the way. So I mean,
But when you need to roll some Dex Athletics to dodge, you'll be good.
yeah. 2 successes because of a freaking 1.
Okay. So, Blythe throws this chain out, and you were okay. Were you gonna hit him with it, or were you gonna wrap it around him?
Wrap it around him. Was going for a capture.
Okay. So she swings out this chain, and the flick of the wrist manages to curl it around his figure. When they then pull them back out, it is a rather not that tall. They're kind of short, maybe 5 foot, give or take. There are, it's once again covered in the armor of the assassins that you guys have seen, the soft kind of black leather with the mask on. And it does not look happy that it was found.
Blythe is going to flick her wrist and the chain is now going to be spiked. In a way to say, don't try to escape or you're going to hurt yourself.
Okay, because I was okay. They're just kind of standing there, not saying anything, looking salty. Even okay, you can kind of feel that they're salty because you can't really see their face because of the mask.
Yeah.
But they salty.
This mask. Is it a dude or a chick?
It's another chick.
Does she also have both hands?
Yes.
Okay. Karina just looks over and asks, "Wow, you must be really bad at this. Good evening."
Hmm.
Blythe is going to send a mental thought to Clarity saying, "This might be a twofer. It may take a while."
What are you doing here? Well, I know what you're doing here, but why did you stay behind? Did you want to get extra kills with people that tried to help Aurelius? Or
Okay. Blythe will be the only one that will be able to, well, I don't, Tim, do you have, Gaelic or Irish? Or Irish Gaelic?
no?
Okay. So this woman will just, she'll say in Irish, "Hmm, I am here because I wish to be here."
Blythe is going to toss her head to Karina.
This chick just threw her head at you.
Yeah, Karina's like, you are so very, very uncareful with this. Why are you this haphazard about it? You're very careless with it.
You do notice that there's a string of shadow going from the head to the neck, so it's not like she's completely severed from it.
But
And then
still, though.
she's going to pull out her phone because she has to maintain the chain, her hand on the chain to keep it intact. Is going to tap out and hit play. She says she's here because she wishes to be here. I think she wanted to make sure that her bitchy friend was actually dead.
Is that the case? You wish to
Um,
confirm your comrade's death?
She will just look at Karina and smile. Because I should probably do this. They have pointed ears. Yes, they do. Um, but they looked very similar to the she that you guys just killed.
Karina looks over. Is that dead body still there?
Yes. Okay.
Relative?
No. Still speaking in Irish.
Blythe will make her head shake no in Karina's hands.
What was she to you then?
Coworker.
Is that why you two look similar?
Basically, Blythe is going to be translating through the translate function on her phone.
We look similar because I am unable to help it.
I'm just gonna do perception empathy.
Oh, did you catch all that?
No,
Sorry.
yeah, I did.
Okay.
She's just saying it just happened like that, fam. I don't know what to tell you. It was two successes. Am I getting bullshitted?
Oh no, she's telling the truth. Like, okay, guys, she's short, like 5 foot, slightly pointed ears, and looks similar to somebody she just called a coworker.
Okay, we thought you meant like eerily similar, like almost twinsies.
Yes.
Is that the case?
Yes. It looks like, you know. Okay, Karina. Karina went and saw Cece the other day, and she looked strikingly similar to Midori, the woman
Oh,
she had been taking care of for quite some time.
could have been a pisky. Could have been a pisky. All right. Yeah, so Karina will just look over to the woman again, ask, Why don't you tell me really what you're doing here? You stayed when everyone else left. You could have confirmed the kill quite easily by just killing her yourself.
He just kind of looks at Karina with a very bored expression.
I wish she had the old fucking birthright of being able to punk at their difficulties going down when they're pissed off. Gonna do another intimidate because I have to do another intimidate.
Oh, poor you. They just won't tell you what they're
That's
doing.
4 successes.
Oh. Okay.
As Karina says, I do not have time for your idiotic stupidity. Being questioned before you become dressing on this entire room.
I was here to destroy this place. That is why I stayed. And she did switch back to English.
Okay, bitchin'. Karina nods and says, makes sense. Scorched earth tactics. Take the Slough, destroy all of his findings. That way no one can piece together any notes that he had. It was a good idea. I'm guessing you were waiting for us to leave and then you were going to torch it behind us? Yes?
Hmm. If that is how you wish to look at it.
Either that, or you were going to outrun us outside and then set fire to it while with us still in there. I imagine your group does not like me very much now.
Hmm. No.
But I'll send a quick text message to Karina. If she had done that, I'm fairly sure Clarity would have run her over.
Nods.
I had originally planned to wait until you left. You caught me in the middle of my work. How unfortunate.
Why is it all of you from Ulster seem so bored during tense situations like this?
Because you were boring and beneath us.
Why that's gonna tighten that chain just a little bit.
I'm sure the one without a hand finds me to be very boring and beneath him as well. Please send him my regards.
Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and don't forget the one I knocked the fuck out.
Right, too. Alone?
Yes. You both did that, and now they are both safely back at home, being rebuked for their failures.
Tap, 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 tap. Play. As you can see, nobody is safe from my call.
Okay. Congratulations. We're not stupid. We know death happens. More often than you, we are the bringers of it. Would you like a trophy?
Tap, 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 tap. Play. Unlike you, I don't interfere with the natural order of things. However, if you wish to test me, I'll show you the same technique I used on your concussed friend.
Oh, yes. Hmm.
Ugh, now Karina's getting bored with this pisky. What Karina's gonna do is, yeah, she's gonna dial. She's not gonna go over the count's head. She's gonna dial the count. She has his phone number, right? Or nah?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna dial the count.
It's probably late o'clock. So it takes a moment. He picks up and he sounds fucking tired. And he's like, yes, Lady Storm Fury.
Aurelius is gone, yet we have one of his captors. I'm assuming that woke him up.
Yeah, no, he awake now. I will
Oh,
be
by
there
the way,
shortly.
because she's wrapped in a chain, she feels the ambient temperature has dropped by like 10 degrees.
She okay? She's in armor. I mean, it's kind of chilly, but
Yeah.
I mean, it is Ireland anyway. So, and y'all are
It's
in an
chillier.
underground little cavern.
It's chillier still. So
Yeah.
Although to be fair, most of our characters are either from England or somewhere else in the UK, so we're used to the cold.
Oh, never bother me anyway. Yeah. The count said,
He'll be there shortly. I heard that.
yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So, as you guys are waiting and waiting and waiting, because it does take a while, and I'm scrolling. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Wait. Yes. Hold on. Okay. So, as you guys are waiting, exactly what are you doing with your newfound captive?
just holding her there.
Incessantly, nonstop, talking to her about the nerdiest shit that Kiara likes.
Okay.
Stupid bullshit from Did You See The Last Jedi to Are You excited about Black Panther? I know I'm excited about Black Panther and Infinity War.
Okay. So, in the midst of Karina talking, she just kind of closes her eyes and begins singing in Irish.
Oh,
Why
Karina
is gonna
can't stop that because she's fairly certain that's a bunk.
Why is gonna yank on the chain, and those blades are gonna those spikes are gonna dig in.
Yeah, no bunks. No bunks. No bunks.
She looks pissed. That
Karina looks and she's just like, it was a bunk, wasn't it?
and you are not as dumb as you look.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Blythe is
Which
going
is
to tap
surprising.
out something on her phone and hit play and say she does have two heads right now. Two heads are better than one,
But unfortunately, she is holding your head.
which she has trained on you.
Yes. But I believe we were talking about the intelligence portion. It's not looking very well for her if she's also holding your head.
Twist, yank, tightening it up again.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, Kim. Upon realizing that this is probably a commoner she's looking at, she cares vastly less about what she says. It's just like, oh, okay, that's cute. You keep doing you. She's not saying that out loud, but she's just like, all right.
Tap to tap, tap to tap, tap tap, tap to tap. Play. Is this what happens when nobles denigrate the intelligence of others? They just get stupider and stupider.
A little bit.
Tap 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 tap. Play. Well, I guess this explains Prince Ashran.
The pixie actually chuckles.
Tap 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 tap. Play. I see the prince's reputation exists up in Ulster as it does in Leicester, huh?
That it does indeed. He is not fit to rule anything. He is too much of a child. His temper tantrums, though, they are legendary.
Tap 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 tap. Play. I've seen his temper tantrums. I almost took his head off from one of them.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Tap 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 tap. Play. He also teleported me once without my horse.
Oh, poor you. Tell me all about it. It must have been such a horrible experience.
Tap 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 tap. Play. Your sarcastic interest in my pain shows your limited intelligence in this matter. No, I was going to say that when you take a writer somewhere without their horse, they essentially can't do what you originally wanted them to do. Tap 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 tap. Play. Karina, are all the people of Ulster this stupid?
The Countess didn't seem that stupid. Tyrannical, yes, but not necessarily stupid.
Tap 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 tap. Play. I suppose you're right about that.
He just yawns rather loudly.
Is the Count getting here or not?
It's taking him a little bit. I might be stalling as I look things up. It is okay. Not worry. Oh, shit. Well, Kim, if you could fucking do it right, you wouldn't be in this problem. Oh, shit. Okay, so y'all just chilling, doing y'all's own thing, just talking to this pixie. Just, waiting and waiting and waiting. And like, about 10 minutes or so after Karina has called the count, the pixie is kind of looking around, and kind of sets her eyes on the desk. She looks away, and then she looks back at the desk, and guys, the desk is now engulfed in flames.
As soon as she does that, I'm going to cast Winter One.
Okay.
How much prop do I need to affect it?
It's on the desk, and desk I think is like prop. Let me see. It's either one or two. It's not that high.
Do we just want to say one? Because if so, I'll have to spend two dross, one to affect the desk, and one for the weird cantrip. I'm also going to apply the time realm, and I'm going to spend another willpower because I got to because I'm rolling one die.
Get it?
I think that. Oh, my bad. I forgot to tell you my bond. I forgot about cantrips. Basically, her thing was that she like glanced at the desk. Karina kind of just she waved her hand around and just kind of slammed it down on the desk. To
Okay.
basically. Although, is everything in the desk destroyed?
It looks very burnt.
But is everything in the desk destroyed? Because she was going after it for a reason.
A lot of the papers are singed.
But still readable?
A couple of them are. You gotta really shift through them and try to find some.
Well, we can get someone to restore those.
Yes.
That's not going to be too difficult at all. Um, yeah, Karina's going to take some of those things out of you.
Pixie looks upset. Well, actually, how many successes did you get?
It depended on my DF.
Started out at 2. You did slam your hand down on a burning desk, so that's like a -2.
Yeah, so that would have made it like. So it was diff 6. I got 2 successes, and it was active for like. Because the number of successes determines the number of turns it's active. It was chilled for 6 rounds as soon as she did that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Was that enough to put it out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sweet.
So wait, how'd you get 2 successes and it lasts for 6?
Oh, I spent a willpower point and I applied the time realm to it.
Okay.
And the time realm for me doesn't bump up the diff because
Yeah.
it's not infinity realm, which is
Okay.
OP as fuck.
I just didn't hear that you were going to apply the time round to it. My bad.
Yeah. My bad if I didn't say it loud enough.
Okay, so yeah, that works. Pixie looks mad as fuck. But about 5 minutes after that, making the count's total arrival time about 15 minutes. So he had to especially rush through this shit. He will get there.
So when he gets there, he sees outside a motorcycle that's a headless horse and a panther just chilling.
Yep. And Karina's car. And
Yeah.
the really, really bloody
Battlefield.
scene.
Yeah.
So he will walk in accompanied by his 2 what are they called? Retainers. One flanking on either side as he walks down, looking all regal because he's an allele and, yada, yada, yada. And he'll look between Karina, Blythe, and the pixie and the dead body and just kind of. He's got that look of, like, explain.
Blythe is going to put her phone away and motion with one hand for her head back so that Karina doesn't look foolish.
Oh, what was that, bro?
Oh, Blythe put her phone away and motioned to have her head back so that Karina can properly explain to the count what's going on without looking foolish holding a severed head.
Karina hands the head back to Blythe. Karina looks
She's
to the count and says, "Sorry."
When she takes it back, she does the underhand hold again.
All right. Karina looks to the count and says, "Agents from Ulster have taken Aurelius. He is in Ulster right now. We found this woman trying to torch the place once they had already gone. This is when we called you."
I see.
"What shall we do with this assassin? Well, not necessarily an assassin, but spy. Shall I kill her?"
No.
Karina nods. Karina just wanted to make sure she didn't need to murk the bitch.
Hmm. He looks over to his guard, one of them, and he mutters something. The guard will nod, and she will walk over to the pixie. And to put it eloquently, she has a sap or a blackjack, whichever you wish to call it, and pretty much just knocks the pixie out. Because it'd probably not be good if they casted any more cantrips.
Yep.
And then once that is done, the count will look over to Karina and incline his head slightly and say, "Once again, Lady Stormfury, you have done excellent work."
"Thank you, Your Excellency. Though it was not just myself." She looks over to Blythe.
I don't believe I've met you before. Looking at the headless horseman.
Karina ain't gonna correct him because he totally
Oh,
did.
wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep. I forget things. But yeah, there was that one meeting.
Yep.
Yep.
That was
He'll
when
take that
Karina
back.
got the group.
Yep. He'll take that back. He'll say, "It's a pleasure to meet you again, Miss Blythe." Okay.
Oh crap! I had my headset muted. She will bow with her head and then pull out her cell phone and tap to tap. Hit play and it'll say, "It's a shame that our second meeting is not under better circumstances."
That is the way of the world, is it not?
She'll move her head as if nodding.
Are you certain that they have taken Aurelius?
Tap 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 tap. Play. The first assassin confessed it as she died. Tap, 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 play. The arsonist was here to destroy all evidence of their presence as well as any information that the spy master had gained on Ulster before leaving.
She tried to torch Aurelius's desk. I managed to stop her. Many of Aurelius's notes were damaged, but I believe they can be repaired.
Good. Well then. It seems the plot has thickened.
Tap, 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 play. I am a little confused. When Ashton was here, he was baiting us into fighting him as if they didn't want to make the first move. But by them doing this, they've essentially done what they were trying to avoid doing the whole time.
No, only this time one of the men in charge of the main information network in the kingdom is now in their hands. They've done quite a blow to us.
Not only that, but that they specifically say they were working for anyone in Ulster? Or did they simply say that that is where their base is?
Tap, 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 play. Their garb and manner is similar to the ones that attacked us outside of Kincaid Duncern's house after we left a countess of the house Baylor that was... Sorry, Brett's actually trying to think of this as there's not an actual pause in the recording. That was showing signs of knowledge of Ulster things.
But do you have any proof or evidence that the two are correlated?
No, we don't. In fact, Miss Pisky here, she spoke of Ulster's prince, Astron, very... in a manner I would not expect from a commoner from Ulster. You catch my drift.
He nods his head. Then again, anything can be possible, I suppose. We will have to ask her when she wakes up. If you believe that these assassins are related to Ulster and its nobility, then perhaps conducting your own spy work would be best. No doubt that is what Aurelius began before he was taken.
Well, we have his notes. We'll take some restoration, but we can do that. And there are also his ravens. Hopefully not all of them are dead. I can get them back. I might be able to pick things up.
Good. Do that. Oh, and Lady Stormfury.
Yes, Your Excellency.
I understand this is a bit late, but if you wish, the paperwork will soon be completed and the barony that previously belonged to the late Tanya could easily fall into your hands in a bit more of a permanent fashion than simply being its Watcher.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I will need time to discuss this with my wife.
As I said, paperwork could be completed soon. Be sure to play your cards close.
Karina nods.
Turns around and he walks out. One of the guards will pick up the pixie, and then the two guards will go out as well.
Blythe will tap, 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 tap. Play. Was that last part a good thing? It sounded like a maybe good thing.
Oh, Brett, that was extremely quiet. Can you speak up a bit?
Sorry. Blythe will tap out on her phone and then hit play. Was that last part a good thing? Because it sounded like a maybe good thing.
It depends on who you ask.
Tap, 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 play. I'm asking you.
I believe it is a good thing.
She'll nod and tap, 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 play. I'll treat it as such then.
Damn it, I'm just going to turn my computer up. Oh, I'm already turned up. I'm just going to turn you up then, Brett. That's easy.
Sorry.
Okay, try saying that last thing you said again.
She will tap out on her phone and then say, then I will treat it as a good thing.
All right. Karina nods and says, thank you.
I will tuck the phone. She'll leave the phone out for another moment, and then she'll tap, 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 play. Are you going to need help sorting through all this?
If you wish to help, then I'm not opposed to that.
Tap, 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 tap. Play. The most research I ever really do is in travel destinations. It's part of my mortal job, but I'll see what I can do.
Well, let's see.
So, Blythe is going to start working on figuring out what's needed here.
Yep, same with Karina. Yeah, Karina's assuming that not everything was in Aurelius's desk. She figures that Aurelius is kind of too smart to just put everything in one desk in one room in his place.
Yup. Okay. So, as you guys begin going through, well, his home, or his temporary one, at the least, you guys can. Y'all find a bunch of interesting things. You actually find a severed ear.
What the fuck? By the way, that was icy. That was the icy reaction.
I'm sorry, that just cracked me up. Hold on, because there's a couple other things too. If this thing would ever fucking load. What do you mean some pages failed to load? I am confusion. Ah, haha. Aha, here we go. Yes. So, there is, of course, the severed ear, which is very weird. You also find. Huh?
She's ear?
No, a severed ear.
No. Yeah, but like, what kind of severed ear? Is it just a regular human ear?
Yes.
Okay.
There is a blowgun with several darts and a small vial of what you can only assume to be poison.
It's gonna be good as fuck.
You know it. There are some tiny chimerical spiders that are, a mix of clockwork and, um, lacquer.
Okay.
And once again, there is another spider as well. But this one is different. It looks as if it was spun from green and gold glass, and its mandibles are unusually long. And oddly enough, there are notes and codes that protrude from each foot.
Huh. Okay. So it's like a it's like a binary spider. Is that what you're saying?
Mm,
When you say code, do you mean like computer code?
more like, no, not computer code.
Like ciphers.
Yes,
Oh,
hidden text and things of that nature.
can I even use my house phone to understand that?
No, they're not actually creatures, they are treasures.
Oh, getcha. Alrighty, that's gonna be fun. Now, what Karina's imagining later is telling the fucking spider, like, "Hey, fam, listen."
And it would just sit there inert.
I'm talking about the other spider, Seafy.
There. Oh, Sindri.
Sindri. I keep forgetting her name.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah, that's gonna be yeah.
Who's gonna tell the rock?
Yeah, Karina's gonna be like, Kincaid, don't come in here. Why? Don't come in here.
Hmm.
I value your life. I almost lost you once already. Stay outside.
Yes. Naturally, of course, you guys do find a lot of, well, not a lot, just a couple daggers here and there, some more vials of poison, a couple of the spiders that escaped from the terrariums when they were destroyed. Lots of notes, but all of them, okay, yeah, pretty much all of them are written in some sort of code.
Great.
Because, of course, the spy master would just write shit in his own little language. Why write notes that everyone, every random ass person could read?
Karina
Uh,
looked. Sorry.
um, there's also one single picture frame. It's very old and black and white, of course, because it's one of those antique kind of pictures. It depicts Aurelius with another Slua. Just kind of, they're, I don't, would embraced be the right word? Yeah, let's go with they're embracing. Cause let's take hug and put a fancy twist on it because we're fancy. But yeah, that's about it. A couple of the notes, like 1 or 2 pages, are in English, but it's mainly just kind of, typical stuff like, "Hey, need to buy more biscuits for the ravens," kind of thing.
I need to buy them some more biscuits now.
Yes, that is it. My apologies. Yes.
Yeah, so Karina is looking amongst all this and she says, Alright, so I need to find the leftover ravens. I need to tell Sindri about this. And I need to decode these notes. I will need Ravenna for this. Are you certain, Max? No. You already told me your piece. I'll respect that. We'll take time to put all of this together. Karina looks over to Blythe and Anna, and she don't ask, but she's actually worried about this. Blythe, despite your demeanor, you seem a very gentle soul. So I must ask you. Time will be coming very soon for all of us to need to take life. How do you feel about this?
Blythe will tap out for a while on her cell phone, and then we'll hit play. I must respect the cycle of all things, as I am a part of it as much as anybody else. It is not in my nature to take life, and I've always taken great pains not to. However, it is possible for me to do so in battle. I will not, cannot, and forever shall not end a life in cold blood. It is untrue to my nature for that I cannot hasten the death of another living being for my own benefit, only for the safety and well-being of others.
Would you believe me if I said that I like to think the same way?
Tap 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 play. From our first interactions, I got that sense from you. However, I understand there is something more primal inside of you that does feel the need to take life as needed.
Primal, that's what you call it. Fair.
Tap 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 play. It is a passion inside of you that I do admire, for it is something that lacks in my life.
Why is that?
Tap 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 play. I am death. There is nothing in this world that holds any interest to me other than my hot chocolate, my horse, and my job. I do not grow close to people, for I know one day I will call their name. I do not fight alongside of other people for extended periods of time, for one day I may call their name. And the one thing I fear more than anything in this world is fighting in a battle and having to call out a friend's name.
It sounds like a very lonely life.
Tap 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 play. It is not in my nature to stay in one place for very long, as it is. The fact that I have remained in Leinster for so long should give you some inclination as to what is occurring in the city. While I am not lonely per se, I do find comfort with others, other of the Fae, other humans. But I am eternally bonded to clarity, so I am never alone.
Listen, you do not. I know that it is ironic for someone such as myself to say it, but Do not feel exclusively beholden to your duty. You must find the time for enjoyment. You are still Fae after all. And not only that, you are alive. Just enjoy that.
Tap, 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 tap. Play. I do find the simple pleasures. My hot chocolate, eating, I do enjoy eating quite a bit. But there can never be any permanency in this world for me.
There is never any permanency in anyone's world.
Tap, 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 play. Tell that to the King of Ulster. Apparently he sees permanency as his stock in trade.
He will
Tap,
come.
tap. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
She just says he will come to think differently.
Tap, 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 play. If we go to war against Ulster, do you think I'll be calling Ashrin's name?
Absolutely.
Tap, play. Good.
There you go.
Tap, 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 play. When I first had an encounter with him, I warned him that the day may come where I would call his name. He laughed at me.
It's fine. I threatened to kill him to his face when I first met him. I don't think he understood it.
Tap, tap, tap. Probably not.
But yes, simply, if you wish to come and get hot chocolate with me, I am a text away.
She will nod her head. And you'll see a smile. Her facial features are basically frozen for the most part, but you will see her start to slightly smile. It looks like it's actually a strain to do so, so then sure her face will relax back to her normal form. Tap, 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 play. Do you think there's anything else we can do here?
Right this moment, no. Other than just arrange things, move things around.
Tap, 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 play. Is there any way to bar this place from others coming in that are unfriendly?
There is, but I lack the necessary cantrip. It may be good to just. You could move here the operation, keep the mess here, that way I may get what's left of his ravens later.
Tap, 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 play. I apologize, but I am feeling the need to travel. Like I said, it is not in my nature to remain in one place for too long. Unless I'm sleeping.
If you must leave, then you must leave.
Tap, 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 tap. What about you?
I will be fine here. If anyone fucks with me, there is a giant panther that will kill them.
Blythe will nod her head. Tap, 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 tap. Play. In that case, Lady Karina, may you be unharmed in this night, and may the time I call your name be far, far into the future.
She nods and says, I cannot be that poetic, but you have a good night as well, Blythe.
2 dots of expression, biatch.
Yeah, get it.
Blythe will bow and then she will take her leave, heading upstairs to get mounted up and ride off on Clarity. Kim, is there anything else that is going to happen as I'm leaving?
No, it's all good.
Alright, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to bed.
Yeah. Good night.
Yeah, I'm running out of steam too.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for playing. Thank you for watching this minute, and I'm pressing the button.